What do you make of this, Max?
My parents' old bot used to spend much more time in the charger than doing its job. I kept telling them to get a new one, but they never like to spend until they have to. For such a classy building, they've sure got a lousy old-fashioned elevator.
I believe the term is classic. I don't get the appeal of this cubist stuff.
Looks more like abstract impressionism to me. A classic piece by Chandler, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, that's a lot less impressive when you can call up a search inside your head.
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however. An adjustable magnetic coil, previously used to keep a piece of art floating in the air. Nah, my apartment building's already got one. At least it's staying put now. Hey, open up. It's Regis. Nope, that's not going to work. Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He told us to meet him here. Central hasn't logged any departures from this floor since this morning either.
We haven't got time for this, Gil.
I don't think he's answering.
Cell agents, open the door.
We're going to have to try something else.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
You've got a brain for wetware systems, right?
Don't you mean full of wetware systems?
Huh, this isn't just me being offensive. Can you have a word with the door controls?
I'll see what I can do. Got it. I reset the password. It's now password 1.
I'm just glad you're on our side now.
Damn straight. I could probably make a lot more money if I turned to crime.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
Give me an update on the mind-jacking case.
Labs come back with the report on the body at Animus.
We can definitely link that one to our investigation.
Same MO. Victim was wired, brain burnt, but not consistent with a straightforward murder. More like a rapid, intrusive, and destructive brain scan.
So we're still going with memory theft rather than elaborate assassinations.
Exactly. No conclusive patterns on targets, I'm afraid. Vanderwall said he would give us a lead on the next victim, though.
So much for him retiring from organized crime. How are you holding up?
I'm okay. A little hungry.
I meant about what happened at the station.
I'll manage. Sometimes, some people just need to be brought down. That bomber, he was American, wasn't he?
He certainly had the accent. Sounded Texan.
Did you know him?
Dr. Lau. Texas is an enormous place. I do not happen to know every single other person who lived there. And besides, I left well before he would have been born.
Do you ever regret doing that?
Not for a second. Especially after seeing how it's gotten now.
There's more to what was between you and that kid, wasn't there? Like you said, you never met him before, but it seemed personal to you.
You're very perceptive, Dr. Lau. It's useful for an investigator.
You want me to stop asking?
There's a reason that kids like him, and hundreds others, exist. It's not because the seditionists thought that weaponizing the human body was the biggest innovation since air power, but the engineers that got to make these kids, for whatever reason, didn't say no.
Regis,
You could say I knew him too well, inside and out. That is what bothers me. Any luck with the Mindjacker's airship?
Still nothing. Like I said, it just vanished.
And Central still claims there wasn't anything there at all.
But we saw it, Regis.
Exactly. Something's not right. I wonder if Central's hiding something.
Why do you hate Central, Charlie?
What? I don't hate Central.
You're always arguing with it. I've seen you sabotage more cameras than anyone. It does so much for Newton. The city runs like a well-oiled machine.
Maybe, but I think it's working in inappropriate areas.
What would count as inappropriate for a city coordinator?
Like this. Fundamentally, policing is a human matter. Machines and synthetics don't commit crimes. I don't expect them to be able to understand how perpetrators think and act.
So, you're old-fashioned. You'd rather not talk about it. Maybe later?
Keep at it, Max.
Can do, Regis.
Gail, you in here? Oh, excuse us, miss. I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We're cell agents. Miss, are you all right?
Regis, this is a synth. The look on your face is priceless. It's a very expensive one, but it's still a synth. And apparently out of charge.
Something else about it bothers me more.
I know. I sure hope that isn't blood.
This one makes its plates out of porcelain.
And in a place like this, I'll bet it doesn't even have protein mash on its menu.
Hi, I'm Chefy. What can I get for you?
What are you?
I'm Chefy, your friendly food helper.
All right, what's this machine you come in?
This masterpiece is the THE Foods Gourmand Range Comestible Synthesizer. It's the best thing since sliced bread, which it even makes.
Sounds like it's trying too hard to be helpful.
I like helping. Helping is fun.
What's on the menu?
If you're feeling peckish, I could whip up some braised eggs and white wine sauce. Or how about some nice tarte à l'orange?
Sounds better than what mine can do.
Or if you want some of Mr. Gill's favorite, I can always make toaster pastries.
What's the difference between you and the one I've got at home, the J115?
Oh, I'm much newer. My dynamic protein stereolithography system means I can make nearly anything. I've got so much more flavor treatment. I can make just about any taste you desire.
What if I wanted some of that protein slop that mine makes?
Ugh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. But how about some truffles?
It's a snob, then.
How much did you set the Vanderwalls back then?
I'm only 410,000 quanta from all good retailers.
That's more than I make in a year.
These people can apparently afford the finer things. Can you make barbecue brisket?
Sure can. American style.
That'll do.
Extra sauce.
You bet.
Protein complex A or B?
Pardon?
What protein complex do you want me to make the meat out of?
Beef?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any real beef.
Never mind.
Bye!
An adjustable magnetic coil, previously used to keep a piece of art floating in the air. A kitchen knife, one of a set. This sort of blade takes me back to my days in medical school. Is this refrigerator locked? Who the hell locks a refrigerator?
Maybe they've got really expensive tastes? Although, they've got the food machine as well. Perhaps they've got something else in there. Talk about anachronisms. I bet this thing still uses magnetic memory.
Can you breach it?
Sorry, no can do. Anything before wetware isn't compatible with my wiring.
I guess that's one way of making it more secure. It'd take a long time to get through all of that.
They've got a refined taste in wines, I imagine.
Actually, no. They're all either a couple of years old or fabricated.
Weird. Maybe they're doing something to the wine.
Like what?
Well, say they were also adding amphetamines to it, for example. If they accidentally ruined it, it'd be better if it was a cheaper wine.
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
Vodka. On the rocks. Twist of lime.
Regis?
Fine. Make it 2. What do you do here, then?
Why, I'm the bartender. I fix up drinks for the fine folk who live here.
Anything else?
Anything else? Heck, drinks is a whole lot of stuff to know. Why, I'm the foremost expert on fine drinking in these here parts.
So, if anyone wanted to know what to put into a drink...
They'd come to me, sure as shooting.
There's been a bit of an incident. You don't happen to have seen what went on.
Hey, mister, I don't just go blabbing my customers' secrets like that.
He's bluffing. He never saw anything. You're just bitter you never left that wall.
Hey, it's a fine job I have here. I ain't seen nothing since Mr. Vanderwall got his wine out of the rack this evening.
I'll speak to you later.
I'll keep your tab open.
That's a very expensive synth they've got for a house girl.
Jealous?
She's not my type. What do you think they use her for?
They may be married, but I wouldn't put it past them using her for other things than cleaning. There's a product marker on its back. S&S Synthetics.
They're not showing up on a net search. Maybe Vanderwall has more info on his terminal?
Good idea. We can see if we can get their help in extracting more from this machine.
See? I'm not just a pretty face.
Hello?
I think I know what's wrong with it. Jesus Christ.
What What the hell happened in here? Did someone get to Vanderwall before he could talk?
Maybe it's a domestic gone bad? We should check around first.
What?
We need to get a look at it ourselves before the crime scene people wreck it.
Good idea.
Really?
Well, yes.
Who are you and what have you done with Charlie Regis?
What do you mean?
You're unusually cavalier today. You got something on your mind? I mean, I know you don't usually care what Central thinks about regulations, but...
We've just found the scene of at least 2 murders. Central is going to be tied up with the bomber. It'll take hours for anyone else from Cell to be sent out. And damn regulations, these men deserve a resolution.
Wow, I've never seen you get so impassioned. Those old world values of yours are useful sometimes after all.
The way out. Gil Vanderwall's cold, dead hand. It's like they had an industrial accident.
In the bedroom?
I think I'm carrying as much of Vanderwall around as I want to. I think I'm carrying... It's like they had an industrial accident.
In the bedroom?
I think I'm carrying as... a steel coat hanger. Until I pulled it out, it was jamming the floor drobe's mechanism.
This is Dakari Vanderwall, Gil's husband. I can see 4 gunshot wounds in his chest. It was either these or he drowned, but that's kind of academic at this stage.
I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Shall I trance it for you?
There's no such thing as comfortable ignorance anymore, is there?
Huh? You old people are weird.
I don't think I can justify taking that. There's something at the bottom of the pool. A pistol?
Our murder weapon?
One of them, maybe. It's too deep to reach.
Not without severely contaminating the crime scene anyway.
I can just about make out a pistol at the bottom through the mess.
Careful how you get it out, though. You're the one who's always lecturing me about contaminating crime scenes with DNA, after all.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
Any idea what's wrong with the maid?
I couldn't even get a return signal out of it. My guess would be that it's run out of power.
Any way we can fix that?
It's supposed to charge itself, but apparently it hasn't managed to do that.
How? We can't haul that thing to a socket.
We'll have to charge the power cell itself. In a platform like that, the cell's usually in the upper torso, about where the heart would be.
You reckon that'd be easier to charge?
It's only about as big as your fist. Just have to get it out of her.
Any idea what's wrong with the maid?
I couldn't even get a return signal out of it. My guess would be that it's run out of power.
Any way we can fix that?
It's supposed to charge itself, but apparently it hasn't managed to do that.
How? We can't haul that thing to a socket.
In a platform...
You reckon that'd be...
It's only a...
The body is Dakari Vanderwall?
That's right. Big fat Vanderwall's husband. Apparently shot several times and landed face down in the water. Ironic. He used to be an Olympic swimmer. Lived and died in the water.
You'd heard of him?
I used to follow his career when I was in the 100-meter freestyle team at Grove Academy.
Isn't Grove an all-boys school?
It is. And at the time, I fit right in.
Wait, you used to be male?
Surprised?
Well, I wouldn't have guessed.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Whoever did your changeover must have been one hell of a engineer. What was it? Baseline resequence with a pseudoviral vector?
The field's come a long way since you were in med school, Regis. Took a few other procedures as well. Newton's the best place in the world for that kind of work, though.
Can't argue with the results, though.
You frequently do, almost every day.
You know what I mean. You'd never mentioned the sex change before.
Well, it's never come up. You're not much for small talk. I understand how personal that garden is to you. And I appreciate how difficult it probably was to open up about it.
So you thought you'd reciprocate with something in your own past?
Pretty much, yeah.
Thanks, Max. What do you make of the pistol in the pool?
Could be linked to the case. Perhaps a murder weapon? Going to wait for forensics to recover it?
Might be better to get it ourselves. It could be useful.
Well, I'm not going fishing around in there for it. You may be my boss, but there are limits.
Why do you think someone would lock their refrigerator?
Same reason you'd lock anything else. Something valuable inside it?
But what?
Some people keep wetware at low temperatures to stop GGs.
And GGs are?
Oh, gray goo. Catastrophic exponential reproduction. Under certain conditions, the fabricators and the wetware make more of themselves.
And low temperatures prevent that.
Not really, but higher temperatures definitely accelerate the growth. People like to think they're in control, though.
What do you think of the apartment?
Expensive and tasteless. I'm not keen on the decor either.
You mean the blood splatter?
No, the actual decor. I tranced an interview. Said his husband decorated it all. Apparently, this is just their city place. They've got a much larger house out in the savannah.
So he let Dakari run riot with the design here.
Apparently. He should have stuck to swimming.
Keep at it, Max.
Can do, Regis.
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Case update to report.
Hey, I thought we weren't telling Central yet.
Subject and spouse found dead in apartment. Request that you hold off on crime scene team until we complete a preliminary.
Unable to comply. Specialists are being allocated and dispatched.
Oh, come on. This is our case.
Please return to cell when expedient.
Listen, you heartless pile of circuits. Not until we've had a look around. Central, please advise on our current objective status.
You have been requested to return to Cell Area Command for debrief. However, you appear to have remained at the crime scene.
Damn straight, we're not leaving until we learn more about what's happened.
Very well. You may perform non-destructive testing at the site until specialists arrive. Please note that this example of non-compliance has been added to your record.
That's what you said last time. Any further updates on the Mindjacker investigation?
No additional reports from cooperating cell departments.
It sounds like we're the only ones doing any work. Are we really sure it's the same perp?
Though prolific forensics has confirmed the use of the same wetware substrate in all instances.
I guess there aren't many places you can get the tools to steal someone's memories. Do we know what he's after within his victims' minds?
The destructive nature of the tools used has left no suggestion of precision. It may be that the specific target is being disguised amongst generalized disruption.
Or he really is after their whole mind.
A possibility, though requiring exotic means of storage and transportation.
Do we have any potential suspects yet?
Likely candidates within Newton have had implicit constitutional protections revoked. They have been subjected to Series 3 enhanced interview practices.
But no successes?
None. In 6 months of activity, we have only the Mindjacker's victims.
I'm surprised. With all the memory thefts they've carried out, you'd think there would be a fence, or a buyer.
Perhaps they are making a collection.
Was that a joke?
Not at all, Dr. Regis. As you yourself note frequently, I have no sense of humor.
So, how's things?
Heuristic and cognitive functions are operating within safe thresholds. Civic stability index is 5.9. Tomorrow's local UV exposure index is 11.
That's, great.
You are not obliged to make small talk, Dr. Regis. I am aware that you are uncomfortable anthropomorphizing the central human interface systems.
Comes a lot more naturally to people like Lau. What do we know about Gil Vanderwall?
Subject, Gil Vanderwall, deceased, age 57, blood type AB positive. Born in Pretoria in the Federation of Southern African State, married to Dakari Vanderwall, former Olympic athlete.
How long's he been in Newton?
Immigration, March 2068. Awarded residence due to outstanding personal contributions to art and culture.
Despite his shady history?
Though accusations have been made of connections to organized crime, attempts at prosecution within the FSAS have all proven unsuccessful, as his social activity index has remained above 50. No further investigation has been taken by Cell.
What do we know about Vanderwall's connection to the Mindjacker?
Subject, Gil Vanderwall. Before immigration from the Southern African Federation, Vanderwall was known to possess a number of links to organized crime.
And yet we still let him into the country.
He possessed a reputation as a fixer, arranging specialized talent for criminal organizations.
And for hacking the human brain, you need some pretty niche talent and hardware. The kind of people that Vanderwall would have had connections to in his history.
He had been placed on Cell's watch list, but then he made a most surprising move.
He came to us. Doesn't that pretty much confirm his involvement?
It merely confirms his awareness, not necessarily his complicity. His death, however, is an added complication.
Central, about what happened at the station.
Post-hoc review is currently underway. Debriefing will take place following your return to Cell.
Let's leave it at that for now then. Regis out.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here. Ammunition, maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
In their closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing equipment in here as well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch. Apparently, the Vanderwalls were outdoor sports enthusiasts. They'd have to take this quite far inland to find any live fish, though. The rod doesn't seem to have a hook. There we go. Now it's got an enormous hook.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom. There, a magnet at the end of a fishing line.
For catching submarines?
Got it.
The murder weapon?
One of them, anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Vanderwall's antique semi-automatic pistol. Probably not listed on the city's firearms register. Never mind.
Bye!
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
I'll speak to you later.
I'll keep your tab open.
Human hand, covered in thermal gel from the kitchen. It's warm enough that it might almost still be alive. What do you make of this?
Charlie, she's not going to answer you. Not when she's out of charge like that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Sure.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking. Ah, Mr. Vanderwall. I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Giel Vanderwall.
Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
We've got your company's name linked to the synthetic in the apartment.
Oh my, yes. A repurposed IL-240 platform running a BN110187 update cycle. A maid, yes? And a very expensive one it was too, yes?
That looks like the one.
Oh my, yes, he purchased a complete body, though it looks like he had some afterwork done on it elsewhere, oh yes.
What kind of afterwork?
It looks like the personality was tooled elsewhere, yes. Likely to more particular tastes, yes.
Not something you'd do?
Mr. Regis, this is a family business, oh yes? We simply sell platforms. We cannot be held responsible for alterations thereafter.
What can you tell me about this synth?
Everything up until its point of sale, oh my, yes. We recently acquired a number of IL-240 platforms, formerly industrial models. With some cosmetic retooling, they're fit for a great many humanoid roles, oh my, yes.
Like housework?
Oh my, yes. Like this platform, we sell many without including a personality. There are a great many legal and ethical restrictions on the sale of AIs within Newton. But if one were to acquire an AI mind state from elsewhere and incorporate it...
It leaves you completely blame-free for whatever's done with it.
Quite so, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes.
The synth in question is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then. Oh my, yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
Is there any way to fix it?
Oh my, yes. You can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of outer skin, but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The platform should return to full operation thereafter, oh yes.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help, oh my, yes.
Hello?
I think I know what's wrong with it. What are you up to?
Just doing some surgery. A silicon graphene rechargeable power cell. According to the gauge on the side, it's empty. Hey, Max.
What's up?
What do you think happened, from what we've seen so far?
The marks on the gun suggest Vanderwall shot his husband.
And the walls, and the windows, the bed, the door, the pictures.
Maybe a domestic dispute? We don't really know how things were here.
He wasted a lot of shots. Do you think he missed all those times?
Or he was shooting at something else and happened to hit Dakari.
That's an expensive synth they've got.
It can do all sorts. I tranced a demo. It's probably anatomically accurate, too.
Excuse me?
Well, they won't tell your secrets. You're not going to traumatize them, no matter what you do. So, Mr. and Mr. Vanderwall probably got it to join in once in a while.
But why would...
I forget, you didn't grow up with synthetics.
Keep at it, Max.
Can do, Regis.
CI wetware systems
Beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from
critical failure.
basic input-output executing.
MBR unified bootloader executing kernel.
Kernel executing
SBININIT. Calibrating
CI state
with USD.
Oh, that is better. Bonjour, monsieur.
Hello? Who are you?
Je m'appelle Chantal. I am Monsieur Gale et Monsieur Dacqueray's maid.
You're a synthetic maid?
Pardon, mademoiselle? I do not understand.
A synth.
Excusez-moi, what is a synth?
It certainly stays in character.
I help the masters with their household things.
And where were you made?
Mademoiselle, I was born in France.
Yeah, because all French people I know run on graphene power cells.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so, monsieur. So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow, they must have got this one customized for sycophancy.
Do you know anyone who might want to hurt them?
Oh no, monsieur. They are beloved by all.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Geel everywhere?
And the body of Dakari Vanderwall, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this. I have been told, most strictly, not to discuss what goes on upstairs.
Even if it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gale think if I went against him?
Probably not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been written with a comprehension of abstracts like death.
2 men have been killed upstairs. There's blood and human remains all over the room, and all over you. If you weren't directly involved, then you're at least a material witness.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs. Monsieur Gale, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
What do you do around here?
I do the cleaning, the cooking, and the shopping.
And that's it?
Monsieur, it would not be proper for me to say.
So you are a sex bot.
Mon Dieu, how dare you infer such a thing?
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is holographic. But I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to consider.
Even if cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
He's certainly paid for loyalty.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwall told you?
Anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Surely you realize, monsieur. All the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
What are you implying, mademoiselle?
I never had Geel down as quite such a francophile.
I am also very discreet, monsieur. When you care for someone's home, there are a lot of things that you hear.
Or do.
Mademoiselle, such slander. And even if true, I would not say. I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to think of.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to event, monsieur.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking.
We believe this synth to be a material witness, or involved, in a murder.
Oh my, no! How horrific!
It's unwilling to cooperate with us, though. Vanderwall seems to have ordered it to remain silent about certain areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities. If you wish, I could have one of my engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm afraid time is a critical factor, Mr. Stepford. Is there any way I can do it here?
Oh, there may be. Oh my, yes. I shall transfer you the necessary tool.
What's this splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
So if she had a different personality,
Something more helpful.
she might tell us what we need to know.
It may not be quite so simple, but that is the foundation of the idea, oh my yes.
Where would I find other mind state modules?
Any other platform that runs a communicative interface. It is not simply limited to synthetic platforms, oh my no.
What does a personality do in a synth?
The personality determines a great deal of its behavior, oh my yes. In many cases, it's the most noticeable part of its intelligence. It governs how it may act and how it behaves in its interaction with users.
This one thinks it's a French maid.
Perhaps copied from the mind state of a real example of such.
What does the role memory do?
It alters how a platform will perceive a situation, and also acts as a source of knowledge for its job.
How would it be different?
Take, for example, a man in the street. A platform with the role of a sales clerk may see a customer.
A law enforcement unit may see a potential suspect.
Oh my yes, and the role will furnish it with instructions on how to handle it.
What is a platform memory component?
These are the memories that each individual unit has recorded. At simplest, it is often a holographic matrix in which engrams are laid down. Sight, sound, and any other sensors available are stored in here, oh my yes. Based on its role and personality, a unit may have a different understanding of these memories.
So, it'd perceive it differently depending on how the rest of its mind was built?
Oh my yes.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help, oh my yes.
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
Vodka. On the rocks. Twist of lime.
Regis?
Fine. Make it 2. There's been a bit of an incident. You don't happen to have seen what went on.
Hey, mister. I don't just go blabbing my customers' secrets like that.
He's bluffing. He never saw anything. You're just bitter you never left that wall.
Hey, it's a fine job I have here. I ain't seen nothing since Mr. Vanderwall got his wine out of the rack this evening.
I'll speak to you later.
I'll keep your tab open.
The CI mind-splitting program that Liam Stepford cross-loaded to my Traveler. Its job is to break the mind states of CI units down to personality, role, and platform memory units. Hello. Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Have a really great day!
don't think they're compatible. Hello? Who are you?
Well, when they get messy, right?
Right.
I clean up the apartment, right?
Right.
And anything else that needs doing around here. I'm here to make everyone happy, whatever it takes.
Jeez, it's like giving amphetamines to a synth.
No wonder they only keep this personality in food machines. What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're great fun. I like them a lot.
Any other thoughts on them?
I like you guys too. You're fun as well.
Is there anything you don't like?
Nope.
What do you do around here?
I'm the drinks machine. I give Mr. Giel suggestions on his wines and stuff.
Even though you talk like a food machine and look like a maid.
Huh, you know, that is kind of weird. Still, better stick to what you know. And boy, do I know drinks. Do you guys want something?
No thanks.
You sure? You look like a dry martini kind of guy.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh.
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible. I need something to help me remember.
You're asking for a bribe?
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those menmi...
Mnemonics?
Yeah, that's it!
So, something that'd help jog your memory about what happened.
Yeah, that's it!
Maybe we could use something from the scene.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
What's a safety protocol?
It stops you hurting people or doing things you're not supposed to.
Why would I want to do that? That'd be real mean of me.
Yes, but sometimes there are accidents.
This platform's got nothing like that, but I'm not gonna hurt nobody.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Everyone needs to eat, right?
With you so far?
So why make it a chore? Food can be fun with so much choice available.
So that's why they made you like that?
Yep, I'm here to help anyone with whatever they need.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Have a really great day!
Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah! It's what Mr. Giel used when I... We were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that you'd gotten out of it.
I have. This was merely a favor for an old friend.
And look where it's gotten you.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know what this could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed. You see what I do for you?
I know. And I knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
It's not just because it's the right thing, or because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Giel was grumpy, but not at Mr. Dakari so much. Then he asked for some of his special wine.
Chantel, be a dear. Bring me my wine.
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
To law and order.
Yeah, but he puts extra things in his wine as well.
Giel, what's wrong?
It must have been my... What is this?
What's what?
Mr. Giel seemed to be real worried about something.
Who are you?
Giel, what are you doing with that gun?
Stay away. Don't come any closer.
fuck! No! Get off me! Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
It's inside me! Get in there and get it out!
And the maid's personality. She'd have done anything he asked.
I didn't find anything, though.
So Vanderwall had a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know! I know everything about drinks. Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it.
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Ow! Geez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
There! The wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed. That memory module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat itself.
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
Hey!
We're heading back to cell. A forensics team will be here in a while. Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
I got it!
Oh, you found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. What's left of him, anyway.
Charlie, there was nothing we could do. He was endangering lives.
We should have done better, though. He deserved better.
He was a brainwashed militant, and I shot him. It's my responsibility.
I'm your superior. I made the call. It's all on me. Very good shot, by the way. You probably saved my life with it.
A most satisfactory performance, Dr. Regis. I have assimilated Dr. Lau's report. No further lives were put at risk. You will, of course, remember confidentiality protocol. Discussion of this event outside cell brings severe penalties.
As usual.
I'm sure you understand, to protect the safety of...
Central?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember, I'm here if you need me to.
Hey, kid. You alright? It's empty. What the hell is this?
It is what you saw earlier to show you two things. Firstly, it serves to prove what I have in my possession. Second, that you must be very careful what you say when you speak with me.
I have the memory module from Vanderwall's place.
Good. Place it on the bench in your garden.
The strangely configured memory module demanded by the blackmailer. It gives Lau a headache when she's too near it, suggesting it's broadcasting a signal that her wetware is picking up. Okay, module's in the garden.
Excellent. I'm sending you an address. It's a dump of a studio apartment out in the barrel. The occupant is on vacation. I want you to destroy it.
Excuse me?
Procure an explosive device, plant it within his apartment.
Where am I supposed to find a bomb?
You work for Cell, Dr. Regis. If anyone had access to such a device, I've no doubt it would be yourselves. Legitimate or otherwise.
Why do you want this apartment destroyed?
My reasons are not your concern, Dr. Regis. What is your concern, however, is the matter of your embryo's safety.
How would I even get something like that out?
I hear Central isn't quite itself at the moment. Strike now, while the iron is hot.
I guess I don't have a choice.
I knew you'd make the right decision, Dr. Regis. Return to your garden after the task is complete. I shall contact you then.
I guess I should have turned these over to the evidence locker. They've holomapped his bone structure. Years of gene tampering left this kid's bones weakened and warped all around his body. It's a volumetric hologram. Even I know I can't actually grab it. The X-ray shows I was right. He had the spinal brace for scoliosis. It's a symptom of the genetic adjustments made to his bones. It's already been compiled for the report. It's already been compiled for the report. Apparently, the high quantities of explosives in his bones was giving him joint problems. Poor kid must have been in a lot of pain. It's already been compiled for the report. They've been using drones like that for auto or telepresence surgery since I was a kid. Looks like it's finished with the autopsy. It's operated by Central. There isn't anything I can do with it. The human femur from the engineered suicide bomber's remains. Because of his parental genetic tampering, it's packed with explosive nitrate compounds.
Got it.
It'd be an understatement to say it's been a bad day.
No kidding. I sure wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, I've got a few problems, but I'm not going to let them threaten what I care about any longer.
You say that, but I think you're yellow.
Hey, I've got a plan.
If you're so decisive, why haven't you unfrozen any of those embryos?
It's been 20 years, Regis.
You know who it is, Dr. Regis. There's only one person it could be, isn't there?
You think it's Baxter?
Well, you certainly do.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Where are they, you son of a bitch?
I saw your handiwork and was most impressed.
So you'll give them back?
I'm sending you an address. You'll find your reward there.
Wait. Baxter. How? How is this possible? Traveler, begin recording. Lau, if you're listening to this, well, it means they've caught me. It wouldn't be right if I couldn't explain things to you, though. I've been blackmailed, with the lives of my kids. I traced the calls the blackmailer made. There's only one man who would have done this. And yet, thanks to the neural governor, he's also the only one who never could have. I've got to see that justice is done. Good luck, Max.